from the return of the Shadow, just as the brave Pharaoh did 5,000 years ago.
YouTube, Vintage Yugioh here today, and we're going to have a one mail day item and then a PSA return worth tens of thousands of dollars. We got upcharged on quite a few, and a couple hit the $1,000 upcharge. So some huge items there. So we're going to get right into it. I've already got the first and only mail item out of the box. I just have not got it out of the bubble wrap. I have no idea what this is, so we're going to find out real fast and then move on. Oh, I do. So this is for the owner of the PSA return. The PSA cards are not mine, but this is going to be a really cool card. I've seen a lot of cards, held a lot of cards. I've never held one of these in person. So without further ado, we have a Call of the Grave, and you might just be thinking, oh, TP2, Call of the Grave, no big deal. But this version happens to be the Yugioh Call of the Grave version. So a lot of people don't even know this card exists. One got pulled on YouTube in the same opening that the Yugioh jar video got pulled in. He pulled a Yugioh jar, and then he pulled a Yugioh Call of the Grave, and it's just simply Yugioh was printed on these cards for some reason, and then these cards were printed over Yugioh, so you can see the Yugioh head there in the head of the Call of the Grave. So this card is really cool and really neat to see in person. So spent enough time on that, so let's get here to the big hitters of the video, which is this PSA return. And I've opened one box and then I've not opened the other. I know all the grades, obviously, because I got, they're not my cards, so, and then also I had to look at the upcharge to approve the upcharges. So here is the second of the two boxes, I believe. So we're just gonna rip them off the top here and get through them. So PSA does, from my experience, does not like to grade wavy and glossy cards at the same time, especially faded ones. So these faded limbs, there's a couple in the submission, they did not do the greatest. We have a near mint 8 faded right leg. And then, so here we had back-to-back glossy to a wavy, and this glossy got the mint 9. So they don't like the mixture of wavy and glossy. And then back to faded, we got an excellent mint 6 on the guy, which I'm not gonna say I looked over these cards like very thoroughly, but he seemed to know what he had, and he's graded enough cards where he should know what is worth submitting and things. So I think some of these cards just it confuse the grader when they see something like this next to something like this from the same set. They think something's off when in reality it's just different prints. All right, we have 1,000 Dragon Metal Raiders Gem Mint 10. So here's our first gem of the submission, a really nice card. One of my favorite secrets. Then we have a Blue Eye Shining Dragon Retro Pack 2, and it got the mint 9. So we're going to be looking at this one, seeing if we want to possibly resubmit that one. He thought that one was really clean and might have deserved the 10. We have the Ultimate Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 8, and this got the near mint 8. So these ultimates are hard to grade with the ulti stamps, and just the print quality was not the best. Obelisk Secret Rare GBI. So these cards, just every PSA return, it seems like has these in it, and this got the Gem Mint 10. So really easy cards to grade, these promos, and but still really cool and nostalgic cards. A Dark Duel Story, Dark Magician, very nice artwork there with the prismatic background, and this got the near mint 7 though, so some whitening up there though, so I would say that's probably pretty fair. Then we have a full hollow bleed Yada Garasu, and this got the mint 9. So off-centered, so I think this is at its maximum potential. But want to thank the people that got the hollow bleed back to being graded because I've graded a couple since that happened, and then some other people obviously have as well. Here we have a slightly faded Change of Heart, really cool. A little off-centered, and it got the near mint 8. So little white nick up there, OC, so probably a decently fair grade there with the 8. Then we have a B skull. I've graded so many of these over the last few months, but this one only got the mint 9, which slightly OC for Metal Raiders especially, so probably a valid grade there for B skull. But here we have one of my favorites from Metal Raiders. A lot of great cards from Metal Raiders, but you can't go wrong with Summon Skull, and it got the near mint 8 though. So little white nick up on the top, maybe some scratching on the back, and a little off-centered. So could be a little harsh. Maybe could have got a 9, but an 8 is definitely within the possibility. Here we're back on the wavy faded cards, and this one actually got the mint 9. So interesting to see how, and this one even has like a big, an ink stain there up above Exodia. So it's interesting to see how they grade these wavy cards. And then a pretty off-centered left arm of the Forbidden one, near mint 8. I wouldn't say this one falls under off-centered or miscut, but some cards I've sent are really off-centered, and they will not give out the OC designator. I don't know why. Then last in this first box, we have the right arm of the Forbidden one, faded, wavy. It got the near mint 8, and I'm gonna guess that has a lot to do with the surface and just how it looks versus actually there being something wrong with it. So that was box 1, and this second box is where some big upcharges occurred. So be prepared for some big hitters in this box. Okay, so what are we gonna have first? Off the bat, we have a glossy Blue Eyes. Once again, all these cards are not mine, they're not for sale, so, but leave a comment with your favorite card out of the return. We have a glossy Blue Eyes, and you got the near mint 8. Pretty OC on the back, as classic glossy cards are, and couple white nicks along the edge, kind of like the one that I have for sale currently. So pretty fair grade there on the near mint 8. We have the corrected art Dark Paladin. They actually labeled it amazingly correct, and this got the mint 9. I mean, just slightly off-centered. It's that classic MFC tilt, but I got he sent me this card ungraded, obviously. He bought it from someone, and I think we might potentially send this one in again as well. All right, up next, we are gonna have the profile Dark Paladin artwork, and this got the near mint 7. So not really sure, not just some back scratches, I guess, but PSA is definitely not consistent on how they grade cards based on the back. I think we sent 4 or 5 of these. Second one got a mint 9. Third one got a mint 9. So we're gonna have to look at a couple of these, see if we want to try to get a 10. This one got a 7 as well. Not. It's really off-centered. I mean, I don't see how you can dock a card 3 grades just because of centering. All right, so do the Dark Paladins, and I think we sent 3 Chaos Emperor Dragons. This first one got the Gem mint 10. So this is a pretty hard card to grade. Its centering is not the greatest, and the waxing on the back also is notorious in Invasion of Chaos. So that's a really big hitter there. I think we got upcharged on that one. And then we got a mint 9 and a mint 9. So 2 mint 9s and a Gem mint 10 Chaos Emperor Dragon. And we have a 4th that got a 6, which has to have a small bend in it somewhere then, or something funky to get a 6. But nonetheless, we got 110, and that is worth it. Buster Blader, Gem Mint 10. But see here, like you look at this centering, this is no different than, I'd say this is definitely within or worse than the Dark Paladin. But there's obviously more things to look at grading a card than just centering. But initially, you always look at centering on why cards did or did not get the Gem Mint 10. We have a glossy Yugioh, and it got the near mint 8. So I've graded like 6 or 7 of these, and I cannot get a 10 Yugioh head to save myself. All right, we got the Stardust. So it's kind of got a speck right there on the surface, and maybe like right up there in its wing. You got the mint 9, so he was wanting to look this one over, but I think that speck there on its foot is going to prevent that from getting the 10 if we try to regrade this, but we will see. But a really nice card regardless. Love the Ghost Rares. All right, and then we have, all right, we're going to go on a run here with some big hitters. Morphing Jar TP2, Gem Mint 10. So I've, not my card, but I've graded 2 of these this year, which is just insane that these, we're still finding these to grade in Gem Mint 10. So really beautiful card there. And then Jinzo, Pharaoh Servant, Gem Mint 10. So just insane. And then I think we sent another copy. This one was more off-centered, and it got the mint 9. So I see why that got the 9. And then here is another upcharge worthy card, Dark Magician Girl, first edition, Gem Mint 10. So, and this one has the slight tilt as well. So I think we'll definitely be looking at the Dark Paladin again to resubmit. But I mean, you cannot complain getting some 10s on some of these really high-end cards. Then 10,000 Dragon. Got the Gem at 10. We sent this to Beckett initially, and it got like a quad 9.5. And we were trying to get the Beckett 10, but Beckett just doesn't give out 10s. It's dumb. And then we have a pretty beat up Blue Eyes White Dragon. Some whitening on the corner up top, and it got the excellent 5. So, yeah, pretty beat up. So that is going to be the last card of the submission. But I mean, my goodness, we have a couple Blue Eyes. We got Gem Mint Secrets here. Just insane. The returns here coming through on Vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! And really cool to see these cards, even if they're not mine. And definitely going to be some nice pieces in someone's collection. I don't know if he's planning on selling or keeping, but I am not selling them for him, so they're going to go back to him. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your favorite card. Like, subscribe, comment, and as always, thanks for watching.